Ohio gozaimasu. The camera is sideways. I apologize. Yeah, that's just gonna be sideways. We can pretend it's like a selfie. Hold on, let me put some chapstick on. So this is going to be a reading, a tarot card reading. I was gonna say I pick a card reading, and then I'm looking at the timer. And we got 23 minutes on there, and our readings go a little bit longer than is not. I don't actually remember how to end that sentence, but you get what I mean. Like, they're a little bit longer. I made we have a video that's uploading right now on our channel, and so we have to wait until that one gets uploaded so we can delete it and make more room. So that's what we're doing right now. Y'all, I hope you're having a great day today, and I pray that everybody's having a steady heart. Not just a steady heartbeat, which honestly, steady heartbeats is cool and stuff, but like, I like a little excitement, you know, get my heart doing whatever it wants to do. But like, you know, I do mean steady heart because there's a lot of changes happening in our world right now, and I just want you to trust them. We want you to know that everything is just fine. Everything you've been working on is just fine. Okay. These gnats are making me feel some type of way. And the Lord knows how to irritate me with stuff. He knows exactly what to do. And the real blessing is it's not even that bad. Because in Fresno it was bad. Alright, so we have the High Priestess card. So like I was saying, things that you've been working on, they're coming true very quickly right now. But we are also looking at them as if we are not sure if we should believe them. We personally had a spiritual awakening. You know, we go through several, I'm sure, but everything that you're working for is coming into fruition right now. You may even already have received it. Yeah, so something happened where we understand, we have clarity over the situation. However, we have looked at it and look out of it. The sentence is coming out, but we get it. Like, you know how when you know something, you learn something, and then you want to study it and figure it out and stuff just to make sure you're right and whatnot. Like that's really the thing that has happened. And so get off of Pikachu. So we're very, confident in what it is that we know about ourselves. However, like the underlying thought of like, yeah, but like, what if? You know what I mean? That part right there. Get that part under control, because it's not going to help you out right now. That is not, that's not the correct way to think about the situation. So when you start receiving your things, your happiness, your clarity, your physical wares, once you start receiving these things, don't start immediately doubting them, because these are things that you've worked really hard for. These are seeds that you've planted a while back. Saw a bird and it was cute. Things that you've wished for, and now they're coming to you. So don't look at them suspiciously. We believe so much in what it is that we've like, it just made itself at home. Queen of Wands. So You may also be picking up a new hobby, a new habit, something that really sparks your passion. You may also be having a lot of sexual energy in general right now. These are good things. So we have the 10 of Swords. We're going to flip that back in on the ground. We have the Page of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Hierophant. Hold on. Maybe I should have turned off the mic before I took it out of my ears like that. When I say I don't use that button for anything, I don't use that button for anything. So that day I recorded things and like you couldn't hear the videos. Could have fooled me. It did. So so the card that fell on the floor was the 10 of Swords. Is basically, like I said, like whatever it is that you've received or are receiving, in the middle of receiving, keep your hands out. Don't be like, oh, this isn't for me, this is a joke again, and blah 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 blah. Like the Page of Cups in reverse is basically like people are going to be apologizing to you a lot. I feel like a lot of people have hurt you, and you are being brought back into balance in your life, and they want you to look at it with a open heart and receive it, because this is judgment. Like I said, karma, because people have been lying to you. People have not been very honest whatsoever. They didn't try to be honest. They didn't try to help you out in any type of way. You've been on your own for a very long time, and they have not tried to do anything to change that situation. And so, you know, yes, now you are more successful as a person in general, inside, more inside than out right now. But they understand that, you know, that you are exactly who you say you are. And on top of that, you need to be forgiving towards them as well. It does not mean that you always have to say, you know, yes, you can come back into my life or not, but you do need to forgive them, because that's more on your energy and not theirs. That energy really does attack. Stop. That energy really does attach to you. And if you choose to be an unforgiving and merciless person in your heart, then that also will be karma on you, and God will not show mercy on you. So everything that you've worked for is not coming to fruition if you choose to be the opposite of pure-hearted. That's what we'll definitely say. And, you know, you don't have to wait for people to apologize to you to forgive them. I forgave everybody, and I haven't, that I ain't heard, it's crickets. It's all crickets, right? But at the same time, the fact that they are hating on themselves a lot more also leads me to have compassion for them, because I know that they're putting themselves through a lot more than they are letting me know, because they did that to me. So they are going through these things, so they deserve to be forgiven, because for you, it means that you're moving on. It means for you that you're not adding to their sentence of whatever it is karma-wise that they will be receiving. And on top of that, we had to make mistakes to get to where we are today too. So don't forget where you came from. Whether or not it can be weighed and balanced on a scale that of your making in any type of way. Weight or balance on any type of scale. You do not have the right to balance someone else's rights and wrongs. If you forgive someone and you don't want them to be in your life at all, you forgive them and you don't want them in your life at all. It's done. It's really done. But that hatred, that anger that you have towards that person will not hold you back from receiving your goodness. So give them your kind heart. Being kind is not a weakness. Excuse me. And, you know, I do understand that everybody operates differently and that I forgive people differently. I do not forgive people and let them do it again, though. So I can definitely say that I am someone that you should listen to for multiple reasons, more than just that. But as person to person, that is coming from someone who operates like that. So, yes, these people will be coming in very soon. They have been going through their own dark paths and pasts. They've been understanding more about themselves. They've had so much karma already dealt to them and will continue to have karma put on them. And you will be recognized for your hard works. So the least you could do is give back to, you know, your prayers, yourself, all that patience that you had. That patience that you have for yourself, you do need to extend that to others. And if you have been extending that to others and not yourself, and vice versa as well. So keep that in mind when things start coming your way. And don't be don't be defensive towards these things. And the Empress card and the Emperor card keep coming out, but I'm getting a lot of feminine energy off of this in general. I am willing to bet that you have a strong amount of feminine energy. I'm not saying that masculine energies cannot be in this situation. However, the way that I'm speaking to you right now is very full force, very cutthroat, very to the point, in a way as if it's just like telling a mother she needs to be a better parent to her kids. You know, we all know how that kind of story would go. People, they get very defensive and they hate that. So I'm assuming I'm talking to a lot of actual feminine energies right now, primarily feminine energies, and you do not like hearing that. You do need to hear it, though. It was said. You will not be betrayed by these people anymore. You had options, but they were all trash, and now they're bringing you what it is that you need. The Empress card again. So that is confirmation on this. This is feminine energy. And then we have the sun, which is masculine energy. The moon, which is feminine energy. How interesting, those coming out together. Yin and yang. We need to be in balance in order to receive what it is that we've lost. The things that we've thought that man, it's cool that those came out together. That's never happened to me before. Well, not like that. Definitely not at the same time that I get like counterparts like that. Except for the Emperor and the Empress. That's happened before. We need to be in balance. We need to understand that it is okay to love. And then, as I was saying, that the Queen of Cups, you need to tap into your energy and get rid of that old way of thinking that things cannot be better than they were before, and that everybody's just going to screw you over, and it's not going to be like that. I like how this went from everything's going to be just fine to we all need to be better. Because it's true. We can't be the hero of our own worlds and then, you know, spit on our blessings by spitting on others. Allow people to change. You changed. You were not always who you are today. You had to go through so many things. And since I am speaking primarily to feminine energies in general, I'm willing to bet that a huge percentage of you were very jealous Cathys. And you didn't even know why or how to do anything about that. And whether or not you've changed up into this day is all up to your own interpretation, but that's something to really think about. The Page of Swords, communication, clarity, these things that I'm just speaking about right now, these types of things about knowing who you are, knowing yourself. You know yourself, you don't have to worry about anything of what I'm saying. If you're feeling triggered, then look at yourself in the mirror, because that is the only way that we're going to receive anything from anybody, especially God. especially our hard-earned love and work. But we've learned to put up boundaries, and that is beautiful. We've learned to make sure that those boundaries stay put there. That is beautiful. We've learned how to be flexible. That is absolutely beautiful. We've learned to put drama to rest. That is very, very beautiful, very attractive, very beautiful. We're getting everything we want. We've left behind things that we do not need anymore. We've left behind pain and sadness that doesn't need to be there anymore. And yeah, we've switched it out for some new pain and sadness, but there's also a reason, because we have to keep moving through those emotions, because those are emotions, again, as a feminine energy, yes, as a masculine energy as well, but specifically as a feminine energy. You know, we hold all that stuff in our body in the worst ways. Yes, there are multiple ways that this can be said, but specifically, since I'm talking to the feminines, that is why you can't lose whatever weight that you wanted to lose, and why everything that you've been trying to work for isn't coming towards you, and you're trying to figure out why you do this for everyone else, but they're not doing anything for you. And it's because we're choosing not to put ourselves first and love and release all of those negative energies, which is why I'm saying the forgiveness needs to happen in order for you to get what it is that you're working for, because I feel like there's been some resentment, and that has put everything on pause. So in order to, you know, speed that up, like I said, you don't have to wait for an apology to forgive someone. If you are ions or eons away from Ace of Cups, they really want you to understand that it is important for you to be in your heart space right now. The heart is the gateway for everything that you want. I'm getting so many good things off of this, so many good energies. You're doing absolutely great, and you are doing exactly what you need to be doing. If you are a long way from forgiving people that have hurt you, start somewhere and work your way to forgiving them and releasing that energy, and releasing them in general if you feel like you need to. And this death card is still coming out. Specifically, they want you to put an end to that energy. That jealousy energy, put that away. Put that whole energy away. It's not good for you, because you are everything you need to be. That whole hatred energy, that's not for you either. Take that away. You are someone very, very valuable. So do not taint yourself with lies of being upset of things, when we can just accept that it happened and go forward, because it's a part of our story, but it is not exactly who we are. It's what happened, and that's it. And please don't be defensive when I say this, because a lot of people like to say, well, you don't know what happened. No, I do not know what happened. But each story that I've heard, while hearing other people's stories, hearing everything, it still falls in that place. And Spirit and God, they know exactly what it is that happened. And it does not matter the degree of which something happened. In order for you to get through to the other side where you want to be, instead of in this world where things are not where they're supposed to be, and people getting all in your mix for no reason, that is something that you need to take care of yourself. You can't be the victim all your life. You cannot be the victim. You have to be the person that is bigger in your own world, and that alone will show you way more than the smaller mind of thinking, well, they hurt me. Yes, they hurt you. But how many people have you hurt? Even when you didn't know that you were hurting them. And even when you did, remember that you weren't perfect until you figured out how to be. And if you still haven't figured out how to be, then you need to remember why. Wear your flaws on your sleeve. If you wear your flaws on your sleeve, you know why you are perfect, because we are all that way. We all have these things inside of us. I could be manipulative if I wanted to be, but I don't want to, because that doesn't help me. Also, I really would feel bad. You could be the bad guy. Damn right. Feminine energies, straight up. We're just as bad as anything else, and worse, because women know how to hit things. And I didn't even want to say women, because I wanted to say feminine energies in general, because it is that energy. It is a very strong energy. It's something that has been largely ignored in this world. And in order to rise to divine femininity, you need to be able to let things go, and to also transcend who you were before and be better and face yourself, because you are beautiful. So, yeah, could be the bad guy, but we're not. That's funny. I'm just gonna put that back in there. But stop being defensive about it, because it's not helping nobody. It's not helping nobody. And you don't look cute when you lie to yourself. So, man, the messages are coming through the throat today. But I just, I don't want people to take offense to certain things. But again, it's not my job to care about those things. But at the same time, as I am someone that checks myself because of those things specifically, I can't imagine it being really said differently. But I also know that little things can hurt people a lot. So don't think of it as a personal attack on you, but think of it as a personal reason for you to change and be better, so that you can receive the things that you've already changed and been better to receive. You just need to keep going, and you need to let other people do the same thing by forgiving them. Even if you don't believe that they deserve anything different, everybody deserves to be happy. And, if you need to have more patience with yourself, learn how to have more patience with yourself, and you'll be able to have more patience with others, and vice versa. So that is the reading. If you have any extra questions, and you actually felt like you want to know more about this situation, and you want to dive into your specific energy, then there will be words in the description box below. I was thinking about if we were going to do that, because for the last reading we didn't. But that was a special reading. So, maybe I should have labeled it special reading. Well, the title's special now. Anyway, praise the Lord. Everything's going to be perfectly fine. I know this was kind of a hard-ass type of reading, but it really is to steer you in the right direction. You have everything you need, and you have a full cup of love